The latest now in the Trump's transition. The president-elect is standing behind Matt Gaetz as his pick for Attorney General as the House Ethics Committee considers whether to vote on releasing a report on sexual misconduct allegations against the former congressman. Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce is in West Palm Beach with the story. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Georgia. Donald Trump's pick for Attorney General is facing a real uphill battle. Today, the bipartisan House Ethics Committee will meet to decide whether to vote to release its report on Matt Gaetz and those allegations of sexual misconduct and illicit drug use, as this morning we are learning more about the payments he allegedly made to women for sex. This morning, President-elect Donald Trump is standing by his controversial pick to be his Attorney General, former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz.
Are you reconsidering the nomination of Matt Gaetz?
No.
Trump in Texas alongside Elon Musk to watch his SpaceX rocket launch. The world's richest man using his megaphone to boost Trump's embattled choice, posting Gaetz will be our hammer of justice. But first, Gaetz has to get through the confirmation process. He has already been working the phones, and this morning Gaetz is planning to meet with senators in person to plead his case.
He wants a shot to be able to lay out his vision for the department and also to respond to these various allegations. And, I said, hey, the confirmation hearing is the place and chance to do that.
The bipartisan House Ethics Committee spoke with two women who say Gaetz paid them for sex. Overnight, ABC News exclusively obtaining financial records revealing Gaetz appears to have sent the women over $10,000, including 27 Venmo payments, some labeled just because, travel, and extra for you. And this check for $750 made out to cash and allegedly signed by Gaetz. The women testifying to the committee that some of the payments were for sex. Sources tell ABC that one of the women also testified she saw the congressman having sex with a 17-year-old girl. The committee also heard from that 17-year-old girl, now in her 20s. Gaetz denies any wrongdoing, but some Republicans say they want to know more.
I think that if they want a speedy consideration of this nomination, we've got to have as much transparency as we can have.
There needs to be legitimate vetting. When I say legitimate, I mean just thorough vetting that the committees do. This is our job.
If Trump's picks can't get enough support to be confirmed, Trump's incoming Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller, says the president-elect will push for senators to forego their vetting responsibilities to get his nominee through via recess appointments.
The president has won a mandate, and he will use all lawful constitutional means to fulfill that mandate on behalf of the people who voted for him.
Gaetz is just one of several controversial cabinet picks. Trump has tapped noted vaccine skeptic Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to be Secretary of Health and Human Services, and now announcing one of Kennedy's top deputies will be TV personality Dr. Mehmet Oz.
We'll save lives today.
Oz, who ran a failed Senate campaign in Pennsylvania, picked to run the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, overseeing millions of Americans' health insurance, including the Obamacare exchanges, a program he's criticized in the past. Neither Kennedy nor Oz has any government experience, and both have frequently clashed with medical experts. Early during the pandemic, Oz promoted anti-malaria drugs to treat COVID, even though they were shown to be ineffective. The FDA once called a warning he issued about apple juice, quote, irresponsible and misleading. And he was dragged before Congress a decade ago to face questions about his so-called miracle weight loss products.
The scientific community is almost monolithic against you in terms of the efficacy of the three products that you call miracles.
And for Education Secretary, Trump turning to Linda McMahon, his transition co-chair. She was the head of the Small Business Administration during Trump's first term and is the former head of World Wrestling Entertainment. McMahon now tasked with leading an agency Trump has vowed to dismantle. Now shepherding Matt Gaetz through these meetings with senators today is the incoming Vice President J.D. Vance. The Trump transition team clearly willing to spend some political capital to get Gaetz confirmed, and of course still not ruling out doing this through those recess appointments if necessary. Michael.
All right, Mary, thank you so much for that.